If your lower back feels compressed, locked up, or won't loosen up no matter what you try, I'm going to show you one exercise that will change that fast. In almost 3 decades of treating back pain patients, this is one exercise that I come back to again and again. It works for a wide range of patients and it works quickly. Now, if you've ever been told to rest your back and avoid anything that bends or extends it, I hear you. But what I'm going to show you today is backed by decades of clinical research, and when it's done correctly, it's one of the safest movements that you can do for your lower back. And once your spine starts moving freely, you'll notice it in everything from getting up from a chair, reaching up for objects, or even standing for longer periods of time. You're going to be able to do all those things without that usual pain or ache that you feel. The longer your back stays locked in one position, the longer it takes for it to heal. So don't wait on this one. I call it the press-up reset. It's one simple movement that restores the natural curvature of your spine and takes away the pressure from the structures that's causing the pain. I'm going to tell you what the exercise is, why you have to do it, how to do it correctly, and some of the common mistakes that my patients do that makes the exercise ineffective or can worsen your pain. The exercise is called the press-up. Some people know it as the prone press-up or the Mackenzie press-up. It's named after Robin Mackenzie, a physical therapist from New Zealand who built an entire back pain treatment system based around this simple movement. It looks simple. You're going to lie on your stomach and press up your upper body with your hips still staying on the floor. That's the basic shape of it. But when you understand what goes on in your spine, you'll never want to skip this. Most lower back pain comes with what we call a flexion pattern. This means that your spine has been stuck in a forward bent position. This happens when we're sitting at the desk for long periods of time, or driving, or even sleeping in a curled up position. And we do this day after day and year after year. When your spine stays flexed for too long, the disc in between the vertebrae starts shifting backwards. And when this happens, the more they shift backwards, the more likely they are to touch the nerves. And that's where the pain starts, sometimes even radiating down the legs. The press-up does the opposite. It brings your lower back into extension, restoring the natural curve of the spine. This movement shifts the disc forward away from the nerves. This is why sitting makes the back pain worse for many people, and standing or walking makes the pain better. Extension is your lower back's natural resting state, and the press-up gets you back there. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so we can continue creating videos that will help you get pain-free, feel alive, and get back to doing what you love to do without pills and medication. Let's do this together. Start by lying flat on your stomach, arms at your sides, legs straight, forehead resting on the mat. Take a breath and let your whole body relax into the floor. Now bring your hands up and place them flat on the floor, right under your shoulders, like the start of a push-up, but your hips are going to stay down the entire time. Hold at the top for 1 to 2 seconds. Then slowly lower yourself back down, all the way flat. Pause and breathe. That's 1 rep. Do 10 repetitions, nice and slow. No bouncing at the top. No rushing on the way down. Here's where people rush. Don't. Take a breath first. On the exhale, slowly press your body up. Lead with your head, then with your chest. Keep your hips and pelvis on the floor. Your lower back will start to arch. That's exactly what you want. Let it happen. Don't fight it. Press up only as far as you comfortably can. For some people, that's a few inches. For others, it's almost full arm extension. Neither is wrong. You go to where you feel a stretch, but no sharp pain. That's your range for today. As your back gets more comfortable with this movement over a few days, you can work towards fuller extension. But don't force it on day 1. Let your spine adapt. Now here's where people go wrong with this one. Mistake number 1, lifting the hips. The moment your pelvis leaves the floor, you've turned this exercise into a push-up. The hips should stay down. That's the whole point. If you find your hips rising, lower yourself back down and start with less range. Mistake number 2, holding your breath at the top. Same note as the first video, held breath creates tension. Exhale on the way up. Breathe at the top. Your muscles release when you breathe. Mistake number 3, going too far too fast. I see this in a lot of people who feel some relief early in the movement and then push past it chasing more. More range does not always mean more benefit. Stay in your comfortable range. Let your spine open up over time. Mistake number 4, doing this on a soft surface. If your mat or your carpet's very thick, your hips will sink and you lose the stability you need. A firm floor is the best for this one. And number 5, this is the big one. Doing this when you're having more pain running down your leg. When you do this and your pain is getting worse, you should stop and see a physical therapist before continuing. The press up is very effective for many types of back pain, but if it's compressing your nerve more, you need hands-on evaluation first. Don't push through that. Now, here's something that a lot of people don't know about back pain. A huge portion of it isn't because of the back. It's because of a muscle that's attached to the back. And I'll show you an exercise to stretch that muscle, which pairs well to the exercise that you just did. Watch this next video.